Fizzi and Moss captured the goblin they found rifling their items, and the team set about interrogating him. Eventually, after much rephrasing and impatience, the goblin revealed that they were being forced to steal to appease the scaly ones. Kobolds, likely, who had holed up at a holy site about 2-ish days of travel from their camp. The sack of goods the goblins carried did, in fact, contain the missing show powder that had been stolen from the dwarven merchant that Kayth had encountered outside of Tapas. RaRa tried to form a truce with the group of goblins with an offer of melons. However, their primitive minds struggled with the concept of hospitality, and though they agreed not to steal from or harm the party, they went on their way without accepting the complete terms of RaRa's peace offering. Kayth amazed the party with a display of his linguistic prowess, and the party spent a mostly enjoyable, if testy, morning as they set out for the Darkwoods. Guttural moaning sounds from deep in the shadowed woods set the party on edge. Kayth, the first to locate the source, loosened an arrow and launched the party into a full skirmish with the band of roving undead they'd been seeking. Despite some difficulties, the party defeated the group of undead. Before they could celebrate their victory, however, they were interrupted by the whimpered pleading of a small child. Hidden from view, he begged for their mercy. RaRa tried to calm him, but as they approached, they found out that the frightened boy was actually a walking, talking person here in the woods, following the undead. That is where we'll begin tonight's session of Coralthea.
Walking, talking person, that's all you're going to give us?
Yeah.
Give the people more.
Here's a fun
Tell the
fact.
people
I
what it is.
actually needed to rephrase this last sentence here, lore keeper. They do not have that sort of information yet, so I needed to reword the things you have here. But that's okay, because I'm glad I caught it.
I'm going to need you to send me the intros
Here's
first from now on.
Here's a fun little tidbit, which you'll be able to hear more of on our after show that we're planning.
Oh, yes.
RaRa's healing word was meant to be based on the sounds that Kayth made at breakfast when he was speaking Celestial.
Like it.
Was. So anyway, as we jump back into tonight's roll intro, we don't have one yet, but it'll be here soon, hopefully.
We also don't have an after show yet, but it should be here soon, hopefully.
Boom, boom. All right, so let's go ahead. Let me get some music going here, guys, and we can get this thing started. We're going to do a little bit of rewind a little bit to the situation of what's going on.
Set the scene.
Yes, that's what we're going to do here. So I'm going to go ahead and open this. I've got that.
We got to let Fizzi clear his lungs a little. Get ready. Get into character.
Yes. All right, we're going to go ahead and zoom in here. All right, so
that's
like in the recap had said, you all had just finished a very long and difficult skirmish with the undead roving about on the outside of the Tapas walls and Dark Woods forest. After the fight, Kayth had started to rummage through all of the bodies to search for any sort of goods, and just search over their bodies. Well, Moss, RaRa, and Fizzi were over off on the side because Moss was currently at the end of her episode that Fizzi was able to calm her down. Just after they had been calmed down and started to talk about kind of what just happened,
I give you a haircut.
they had heard a sound, a crying of sorts coming from just behind the tree that they stood next to. They decided to sneak up and creep around the side where a small boy came out and said, please don't hurt me. Please, please don't hurt me. And you had started to reach out and say, we're not going to hurt you. And the boy had made it known that you just killed his family.
If you're ready. The ones that they have to order it.
And that is where we will pick up tonight's session, just after that line is delivered, which I will go ahead and deliver that line once again.
I'm gonna move that.
Oh, maybe. I wanted to make him bigger. Yes?
He has a name.
Yeah, don't look at that. That was my
I
fault.
see.
Baka.
You killed my family.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What?
What?
You
Those
will,
are corpses.
you will notice as the child is sort of taking very, very slow, stuttered steps backwards. Not running, just trying to keep a distance as he stares at the three of you.
It's okay. I think you're maybe just scared. These were not. Those were Moss.
What do you mean they were your family?
I mean, they were my family.
But before they died?
Yes?
How old are you?
I'll get you in.
He's like 7.
I'm 16.
Wow, you need. Wow.
Stop
Um,
And you see the kid just still sort of has no idea what to do. And
So when he says 16, is that 16 human years?
you don't know. You
Listen, do you have a name, kid?
he looks at you and just looks at like the two of you as well, and yes, my name is Dagon.
Dagon.
Ah, nice to meet you. My name's Fizzi.
Easy on the handshakes, Fizzy. He's a little
It's not very
Moss
nice.
is gonna take a step back from the kid.
Okay. No, you do that. And he's still pretty scared, but less shaking now as you step back. What?
Dagon. Look, I don't understand. They were like gross skeletons, okay? You're okay now.
You see him sort of look down into his hands and then look over at the bodies and look back. But they were my family. That was my mom, my dad, people of my village. I don't understand.
Kayth?
Do I hear any of this?
Help!
It's definitely possible at this point
I,
that this is the moment that you had been, because last time I had said you were looking at them and found that this is all stuff from 1,000 years ago, maybe, or more. And this is definitely the moment that, like, you're realizing that and hearing what's going on.
Kayth?
I walk
Help.
over.
Kayth, as you walk over, the kid's going to notice that there's a fourth person, sees you coming, and will take his sword and pull it out as fast
No!
as possible. He'll hold it with two
No!
hands. He'll hold it with two hands out in front of him, shaking. No! No, go away! Please, you've done enough!
RaRa
God
looks
fucking
over
damn this
at like the remains of the bodies. Not the gears aren't meshing here.
Again, he's
Are
just
you gonna
standing
kill
there.
me? You gonna
sword
kill me, Daigon?
I don't know. I don't know how if I wanted to. Please don't hurt me anymore.
Daigon, those. How long have you been in these woods?
You will see that he does not respond to you as he continues to hold his sword out at you.
Well, all of these zombies were from the Conquest era, so this kid is clearly undead or something else. None of our business.
Are
So
you
let's
dead
go.
like them too? RaRa will take a step forward.
You'll notice he keeps his sword still pointed at Kayth. We'll look over at you, RaRa. What?
They're dead. Are you dead too? No, I mean they were like dead before everything. Are you like them?
I don't know. I don't know.
Can I do some type of medicine or nature or some check to see what he may
Medicine or
be?
nature or some side kind
Or
of check.
some
If
kind
you
of
could
cool
give
thing?
me a medicine would be fine.
How's a natural 20?
Oh my god. Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat!
It's good. It's definitely good. Moss, you will look at Dagon as this sort of is happening, and you're trying to sort of just try and figure more out about him. And there's a couple of things you're gonna notice. His skin seems very pale, but not just pale, but dry and cracked, but not just like, dry skin cracking, but almost literally cracked, like how the ground after an earthquake cracks. And you can see that on the top portions of his arms near his biceps, that it's not paint, there's blood, but it's kind of dried, and it looks like open wounds, and you can almost see like some muscle. And his feet, you look at his toes, and they're just worn down and calloused, and the nails are all gone. And you look at his face, and his eyes are so sunk in to his skull. Everything about him is hurt, broken, rotten, destroyed. Everything but his eyes. His eyes seem to be the only thing about him that resemble life or youth.
Guys, I think he's undead.
Like undead?
Yeah. Also, my roll 20 crashed. And I
Think
can't
everybody's
get
roll
back
20
in.
is crashed.
Yeah, it says that there's been an interruption to the connection, so hold on. Don't worry.
It's flashbanging me.
It's flashbang.
So RaRa will look at Kayth. Look at the
Ah!
All right.
Yeah, I
Don't do
minimized
that.
mine.
Look at Kayth. Like, what do we do?
I'm not sure there's much we can do. We completed our job. These were undead, and he seems to be partially himself. Not sure how he has his soul still, it seems.
Do the other ones have souls?
No.
How do you know?
They're corpses, their souls have been gone, they're just reanimated by a magic or some kind of curse.
Were you able to communicate with your
Ghosts are
family?
like the souls of the undead that are trapped here. And zombies are just mounds of flesh reanimated with some kind of purpose. I don't know fully.
Well, why is he?
I don't know.
Like
He might be
that.
cursed. I don't know why he's like that. I've never seen an undead like that before.
They
Hey,
didn't
can you
try.
tell?
They didn't try to attack us. We just ran in here.
They're undead. We had a job. They would kill someone if they had the chance.
He didn't.
He was a child, clearly affected by some kind of curse that made him like this. These things were dead
You guys continue
long
to talk
before we
about
got
him.
here.
You guys continue to talk about him in front of him, and he's just sort of, pointing his sword. I don't understand anything you guys are saying.
Do you remember anything before you were in this forest?
Yes? Yeah.
Like what?
He looks over at Kayth. Our village just been destroyed by him and his people. We ran. And we thought we were away. And then they caught up to us. And I just remember black and then waking up. We all woke up a couple of days ago. Sorry, a couple of weeks ago.
Now, when you say him, do you just mean people with pointy ears?
No, him!
Bad
The
elves?
Empire! Them!
Elves.
Elves.
Yes! The Empire.
And you woke up a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, we all did.
Was your family like you?
You mean able to talk? No.
Have to go to the other side.
We all woke up and they all just they just started walking and eating, and none of them would talk to me, but none of them hurt me. I didn't know what to do, so I just went with them. Because they're my family. There'd be no reason for me not to. So we've just been walking. And now they're gone.
Eating what?
Hopefully fruit.
Animals. I mean, whatever we came across.
Did you eat with them?
No, I'm not hungry. I haven't been.
Maybe he hasn't turned all the way yet.
It's been a
All of
few.
these people have been dead for over 1,000 years. The empire he's talking about was over 1,000 years ago.
You wear their armor. Don't pretend like it
Yes.
was that long ago.
I point to the armor below you. That armor hasn't been used in over 1,000 years.
He's telling the truth.
I can't do this. RaRa turns and she like starts to walk back towards the cart.
Well, we can't leave him.
Anybody else would have come across him, he would have been just shot. So, what do you want to do?
Well, we're not everyone else. We're not going to just shoot him.
I didn't say that.
We can't just leave him here.
Looks like he's coming with us. Might not be too happy about piling with you, Billy Bob, Joe Jack, Steve, but
I did nothing to this man.
I don't want to go with you.
We didn't mean to kill your family. They weren't sentient. They weren't
in their right state of mind. Or body.
They would have hurt people if they got too close to them.
You don't know that. They hadn't hurt anybody yet.
Didn't have anybody to hurt.
There were plenty of people out here. They didn't come close, but they were out here. We only attacked animals.
How close did the other people come?
I don't
Enough
know.
to report back to the town and put a bounty on him.
You're gonna see him sort of drop his arm to the side, holding the sword one hand, and then just drop the sword as it lands into the ground, sticking up. And he's just going to fall down and sit. And just sort of like a just lifeless doll sitting straight up and just kind of cry as you watch a bit of tears go down his cracked face.
Moss will kind of sit down where she stands, kind of like across from him. And let Sable, explore. Maybe it will calm his nerves or something. But we don't know why this happened to you. But maybe we can find out. Maybe we can help you.
Can you give me a persuasion check? Can anyone else connect back to Roll20?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I'm back on.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm a -1.
It's not letting me go
I rolled
back.
a 2.
It's not letting me either.
Nor I.
Weird. Yeah, I'm back on.
I'm going to try going the long way. Going through Google search. I actually don't know what you rolled because I just realized I'm not in
2.
Roll20. You rolled a 2?
I rolled a 3 and I have a -1.
He is just going to continue to sit there and looks sort of blankly at the tree. I know RaRa walked back to the cart. What is Kayth and Fizzi doing?
Kayth is going to continue patching up his wounds, which there are many.
Fizzi's gonna go sit by him with Moss.
Sit next to Moss, you said?
Sit next to him.
Oh, sit next to the kid?
Yeah.
Okay. You will notice that when you get closer to the kid and attempt to sit down, he has this blank stare at the tree, but when you get closer to sit down, he sort of makes a small gesture to look towards you, but not at you,
Mm-hmm.
and then looks back to the tree.
I'm gonna look at the tree.
Okay. You look at the tree, and it is...
Is there anything special about the tree?
There does not seem to be anything special about the tree. It's a very normal, regular tree here in the dark woods. He's just staring at it.
Dagan, can you take us to where you guys woke up?
I got back into Roll20 by using a private browser. I'm signing in. Hold on.
Magneto.
Maybe. I don't really remember where. I just followed, and we walked and walked for 3 weeks.
Oh my god.
So I don't
Let's go
remember
private
exactly
browser.
where. I just remember walking.
You don't remember from which way?
He looks up and around. No. We've been in this forest for a little while. And he continues to look into the tree. Kayth, what are you doing?
Kayth is going back to the cart and starting to get stuff on there. If RaRa's over there, I don't know.
Yeah.
RaRa's sitting behind the cart with her head in her hands.
What's wrong?
What do you mean? This is horrible.
They weren't even alive, RaRa.
We don't know anything. We don't know anything.
I do
Kayth?
know something, RaRa. Is that those were not living creatures. And no matter how many hurt feelings that boy has, those zombies were not living creatures. He might be. I don't know what he is. And I don't plan on killing him. But those were undead creatures with no soul and no sentience.
How do you know? How do you know they weren't like him?
Because they weren't, RaRa. You saw them. You fought them. They were not like him.
We just ran in.
I didn't just run in. I saw a zombie. I attacked a zombie. That was the job. They're undead.
What if the
look for
job
them
was
over.
to kill bad people because they're just animals, Kayth?
You're not an animal. You're sentient. You have full thought. These zombies were zombies. This kid is not a zombie, not fully. If the job was to kill him, it would be different. He's a boy. A boy that was taken for a ride by someone who has a lot of power.
Regardless of what they actually were, to him, they were his family. And we just killed them all in front of him.
His family could have taken other families. Could have taken a lot of people. That's not for us to speculate. They could have never eaten another person, but they could have, because they're zombies. And we can help this boy as much as we can. And someday he'll understand that those were not his family anymore. His family has been were taken to whatever place is left beyond our lives. They're gone. They're not on this plane anymore. And traditionally, that's been a bard's job to explain to a young child in a form of song. I can't talk to the kid. He doesn't even want to look at me. So because of what my people did.
Yeah.
Just another monster. And I'll walk back to continue gathering some stuff.
RaRa, what are you doing now? Anything?
Well, I can't stay by the cart, can I?
I mean, you can. That's entirely up to you.
Angrily pacing back and forth.
And what about the rest of you? Fizzi and Moss. Obviously, the two of you are still over by the tree with the boy.
Fizzy,
Yeah, boss.
I don't want to leave him here.
I don't either. Kid, you wanna come with us? See if we can get you some help. See if we can find out what happened.
Can you give me a persuasion check with advantage, Fizzi?
Oh, yeah.
I would love to, because
right. Roll 20, no work. What's your plot? You still have D&D Beyond, right? You can still open that.
yeah, I still have that.
Okay, just
Oh, cool. That's an 8.
with advantage.
Yeah, I rolled a 3 and an 8.
3
So
and an 8.
straight 20.
What's your
straight
plus?
20, a 3 and an 8. I have a +0.
Oh, +0. Wonderful.
No persuasion.
I have a -1. We're doing great.
Nice, nice. I still can't get roll 20 to open. This is outstanding. Thank you, roll 20.
I have a +0.
Oh, I know what we can do if this doesn't work. I'll have to try on a different thing. Okay, so with your 8, it's not great.
No, not really. not blowing my inner monologue for them.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Is this
that?
gonna work?
I'm gonna certainly try it.
There's no way that this works.
You see him look to you, Fizzi, and look over to Moss. I have no idea what to do or where to go now. I don't know what to think of you or anything. Maybe
RaRa was just watching these guys flounder. Just shakes her head.
Maybe I need to just be here and do
Can
nothing.
I look up at RaRa? Just help.
Maybe I should just be here and do nothing.
He's sitting on the ground, right?
Maybe you guys should just leave me. I don't know what to do. Yes, he is.
She'll just walk between Fizzi and Moss up to him.
Okay.
She'll just drop to her knees and embrace him.
You're gonna hug him.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a... Oh, boy. I don't want to say persuasion check.
DM, I got a 503 service unavailable on this activity.
I know. It's not working for me either.
Oh. Alright, I'm switching back to my
Give
phone.
me a... I don't think there's going to be a check, I think. So you hug him. And when you do...
I'm just going to say as sincerely as possible. Whisper, aside his head. I'm so sorry for what happened here. We didn't know. Let us help you. Let us make it right.
Can you roll a luck for me?
I don't know. You'll never see it. You're not in Roll20.
I'll see it.
I know. I'm trying to get rid of this activity that's just staying here now. Oh, because Joey's in it. Joey, can you get out of it?
How do I end it?
Leave
Bottom
activity.
right. Yeah, leave activity bottom right. Okay. That'll at least bring back everything else.
Why is it broken?
But it's working for the two of you.
Yeah. He rolled 119.
He rolled a what?
A 118, DM.
A 118. Who is
99
this guy?
on the D100.
Who even is this guy? Okay.
The kid insta dies.
You hug him really hard. No, I'm just kidding.
Turns
Yeah,
to
he
dust.
explodes.
You're too powerful.
You will hug him. And he's still staring at the tree. And then his eyes begin to swell up. And you feel his arms reach around and hug you back. And he just cries and cries. And he's sort of like mumbling and things, but amongst all of it says, okay, please help me. Please help me. As he continues to just hold you and cry.
I just let him cry it out.
He will cry. It'll probably be a good 5 or so minutes before he'll finally pull his head back.
During that 5 minutes, I'm just kind of look over and just stand up and walk next to Moss, let them have their moment.
Okay. You guys watch as this moment happens. 503 service unavailable still. He'll stand. He'll pull back, and he'll make eye contact with you. So what do we do? Where do we go?
I don't know, but my friends are really smart. They'll figure something out.
Moss is gonna get up and walk towards the cart.
You see
It'll
him
be
sort
okay.
of. You see him look down over to the cart at Kayth. And you can see Dagon is pretty scared.
You just stick by me. He won't bother you.
RaRa, at this moment, you had hugged him for some time, and you're still sort of holding him. You notice something about him as your hands, held his back, and even when you let go and we're still holding on to him, you notice something beneath his cloak.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see it, but something's weird about his back. As you see him, still look at Kayth with fear.
Is your back hurt?
No. Why?
I thought I felt like something weird. It's probably nothing.
Do you want to check and make sure?
Sure, I'm a powerful healer. I can probably fix that if there is something wrong.
You will lift his cloak back and look at his back. And there is a 4-inch diameter hole in the center of his spine that goes in, and you can see the inside of his body a few inches in.
Yo, man.
Drop the cloak. It's all good. You're great.
You're sure?
Yep.
What did you feel back there?
Oh, it's just a little bump.
He'll start to reach back there and try and
But
find it.
no, you don't have to do that. It's
okay.
Come on, let's get you up. Do you like drink stuff? Got stuff in the cart you can drink, water.
I don't know. I'm not very thirsty or hungry. Another thing you're going to have noticed too as you guys are getting up and moving, he is very cold to the touch. And as you start to walk, he'll reach for your hand.
Sure. I'll take his hand.
You guys will walk off, and he leaves his sword behind in the ground.
Do you want that?
Yeah, maybe I should take that. And he'll head back to it, and he'll pull it out of the ground. He'll look at it. Then he'll sheath it back up behind him. And he'll
Before he turns back around, RaRa will just sort of come up next to him. Do you wanna do something for your? We can do something for your family if you want. It's the least we can do.
I'm not really sure what to do.
I mean, I don't know if we have shovels. I don't know if we can bury them.
Does Fizzi have a shovel?
I
Fizzi does not have a shovel.
I know
Could do
someone who
s-
does have a shovel.
Could do something to try to put him to rest for you.
He looks over at
Would
the
I
bodies.
would I know of any like gnomish funeral rites? Just on the off chance that I would have been to a funeral.
I mean, yeah, you've definitely been to a funeral before. I would say that most. So as time has become more,
Yeah, there's no gods.
so I mean,
But there's
essentially, there's
still-
still funerals. I would say funerals are a lot like they are today.
Okay.
You know, there's a ceremony and they're buried and stuff. But it's really for you, that's probably the experience of death and
Okay.
funerals you have had is, people die and then there's a ceremony, they're buried in a graveyard or cemetery or whatever. Like that's pretty normal for you.
Yeah.
And like even if they're like royalty or noble, it's a little bit more of an occasion, that sort of thing. Whereas someone who is either in war or adventurers have different ways of doing things. Or like say Moss, like her people very much don't really have like cemeteries. Like I think, I mean, Druidic people do it a little bit differently. I mean, it depends on how Moss's people did it. But I assume they're not exactly like regular ceremonies. Kayth, again, from war, most people just died and were left there or whatever, RaRa, I don't know if she's ever been to a funeral. Nope. Nope.
Oh, probably. I'm imagining in times like these that not all the grandparents are still alive. So probably as a youngin, but
Okay. Yeah.
long enough that it's a distant memory.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to make a makeshift shovel?
I have a shovel.
Oh, okay. Oh, I mean, 2 is still better than 1.
I'm not digging.
Did your people have funeral rites or ceremonies that you want to observe?
I mean, there used to be some, I don't know, chanting of something, but I never knew the words and I never really paid attention. I just remember, I don't know, I remember one time someone in the village died and everyone was sad. But I wasn't there. I don't know what we do. I just remember my dad practicing something. I'd never seen anybody die until the village was attacked. So much fire.
Fire, right.
Yeah, Dagan, I think the words they're kind of the same for everybody. It's just how you say them. So if you sort of remember what it sounded like, it's really just about saying goodbye.
He will turn around and head over to where the sort of gathering of the bodies are. You'll see him look down at them all as he stands there in silence for a moment. And you'll hear him say, "Goodbye, everybody." And then we'll turn around and walk back towards the cart. And we'll look at you, RaRa. Was that good?
Yeah, it was good.
And he'll sort of look down. Look back. And look at the cart and sort of have all of you in view. So, what's your guys' names?
I'm RaRa Chiro.
You can call me Fizzi.
I just keep walking towards the cart.
I'm already at the cart.
That's where we all are.
Oh,
Moss does a circle around the cart.
I just don't answer. I'm petting the little muley.
Kayth. And I'm on little muley. And I'll do a little tap to little muley to get us going.
He'll get in the cart and everybody will get in, I assume.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm Dagon Alert.
They spell alert, huh?
It's in the NPC. You can. Oh wait, you'll have Roll20 open.
Don't worry, I'll look.
That makes sense. Yeah, you put it in chat for us, May.
EHLERT.
To go.
Can I roll a history check on that name? To see if anything with like a symbol, to see if anything like with that last name is like notable in any way.
You can certainly try.
What? Could I aid Kayth with that? I got a +3.
I'm gonna say no, only because this is something Kayth's thinking in his head.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's true. You wouldn't say
I
that.
rolled an 18.
The name is unfamiliar to you.
I assume it's
Okay, I do have the game log open in D&D Beyond now, so I can see when you guys roll.
it's Fizzi and Dagon and RaRa in the cart.
I'm walking.
Kayth on muley, Moss with muley.
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume you guys are trying to make your way out of the dark woods.
Mm-hmm.
Heading towards where the owlbear was.
Mm-mm.
That's
Somewhere
I'm leading muley.
we should be making our way somewhere to make a camp because it's almost night, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the owlbear was like more than a day, like, you know.
Yeah, it's
way, so-
back the way we came.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look for a place to rest, DM.
All right, so you guys will... Actually, no.
RaRa.
I need survival checks to get out of the dark woods. So that would be... So Moss was the one leading before, but now it's Moss and Kayth. So either the two of you can roll,
I'm in!
or one of you roll with advantage.
I have +4.
I have a +3. You can roll with advantage.
Car says, I'm in. I'm trying.
18.
It's good.
18.
18, that's good. So yeah, so first thing I will say is you guys are making your way out of the dark woods, and it's kind of confusing. I mean, You guys came in one way, but as you look back, the trail and area seems to be different. Not like it moved or anything, but just that, it's sort of gotten a little bit darker and just harder to remember. But
Evil dead ass woods.
but you are able to find the exit to the dark woods, and you will make it back into the area outside of it towards Tapas, which is just a couple of miles before your last campsite, which is probably about where you're going to end up before you guys need to find camp again. And because this is an area you already camped in, that place is still good because it's less than 24 hours. You guys will be able to make it to that point and find that area again. But during your travel back, because it's probably going to take a little while, is there anything you guys would like to do, talk about, say, as you guys are traveling?
RaRa will lean over to Fizzi. I don't know if this is your expertise or not, Fizz, but have you ever heard of anything like this before? Like, what are we doing when we get back? Just trying to keep this low. Obviously, we're in a little fucking 4x4 cart, so it's like.
I see you looked under his cloak. Anything of interest?
He's on the most forward point of the cart, so like closest to Muley.
We're
and
like against the back.
Yeah, and he's just like he's sort of just looking over the top, out forward, and you guys are just behind him, maybe 3 feet away. Did you find anything on his cloak? And he's just looking out, not looking at you guys. You don't know if he hears you.
He has a hole in his back, Fizzi. He has a hole in his back this big, and you could put your fist in it.
It's this. I don't want to say anything. It's just... What the fuck do you mean?
I have no idea what to do. Kayth over here being like, "You're bard, so you're supposed to like sing him to peace," and what? He's got a fucking hole in him.
He's gonna want to kill him.
I don't think Kayth wants to kill him. Kayth doesn't even want to acknowledge him.
So you say we shouldn't tell him.
And then Moss is shut down. Like, she would be the one I'd ask about this because it's the most unnatural thing I've ever seen, and she's the person who's supposed to know about natural things.
I don't know about the two natural things. That doesn't seem very natural.
You didn't have to like put a plate on anybody in the war, or like, I don't know, like a thing to plug a hole, replace their heart or their spine.
Killing him was like. Did he heal him?
No.
No.
That's way out of my league. I don't know if Brother Brotherman has enough scrolls in his scroll library to do it.
Oh, yes, Brother Abaddon.
I sing songs and stop bleeding. That's about the extent of what I can do.
Did you want to try the Brother Alan?
That might be the best bet. I don't know what to do when we get back.
I think we should do that. But we should take him away privately. In, like, his office.
Yeah, if that guy from the barracks sees it, he's going to be like, that's a zombie.
Like, no, he's not. Is he eating your brains?
Okay, it's all going to be good.
He said he wasn't hungry, right?
He says he's not hungry. He's not thirsty.
Well, as long as we keep it, as long as it stays that way, it should be good.
We'll keep him and Kayth separated. We'll just take him to brother. We'll take him to Brotherman when we get back. It's all gonna be fine. It's all gonna work out. We're gonna make everything right. We're gonna fix this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. We got this.
Do you think, Fizzi? Do you think that they were like him, or do you think they were just skeletons?
Well, we'll never find out.
You were up close and personal with them. They did not have the same.
That's because you got first on.
You were up close to them. There were zombies.
Yeah, but you attacked first. Actually, you were the only. Yeah. Well, Han was the only one that attacked, but that's irrelevant.
They didn't have these fucking weird ass eyeballs and holes in the back of their chests.
I gotta get out of the car and walk for a minute. Dang it, I'm gonna be right over there. I just need to get some air.
Okay, RaRa.
If you need anything, just right there.
I have Muley stop.
That's okay. I just need to walk for a minute. We don't need to stop.
I continue.
Now, what about Moss and Kayth?
The other 4 feet in this direction.
Yeah, exactly. There's the back 4 feet, the front 4 feet. This is the 4 feet that he's looking at.
For a while, Moss would just walk in silence, and then she would look up and be like, I told you not to come near me.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. You were gonna die.
I didn't die. You went down. You were unconscious.
You still saw I was there, and then you still decided to do it. Because you're reckless and you don't know what you're doing.
I don't like the way you talk to me.
I don't like the way that you talk to me. It's patronizing.
It's not. I tell you,
you don't think I know what I'm doing, so you don't respect what I have to say. It's very clear.
That's not clear at all. Out of all of us, I think that you definitely know what you're doing.
Every time
you have more experience, actually. I don't want to say that you know what you're doing, because look around you. You have no fucking idea what you're doing. What are we going to do with him?
I don't know.
What is he?
You want to bring it? They want him to bring with them. They wanted to bring him with us. I don't feel like he deserves to die because of whatever happened to him. But I also think if we march him into town, he's going to get killed by basically anyone we give him to. So, I mean, this is... You all seem interested in his story, so I don't want to get involved at all.
Classic. Just about the job for you, or what? All of this?
The zombies that we just killed? Yeah, it's
Everything.
about the job.
We don't know. We don't know if they were just zombies.
I do know. I was up next to them. They were dead.
You attacked at a range first.
I walked up to them. You walked up to them. They don't have his eyes. They can't talk. They're zombies. You saw them. I fought zombies before. Those were zombies.
I don't know.
You don't know because you never have. And this is what I'm saying. Like, every time I say something from what I've done and what I've gone through, everybody in this party looks at me like I'm batshit crazy when you haven't been there and you don't know. So I don't want to get involved with this zombie kid because it's dangerous and we don't need more dangerous things to do.
Is it because it's dangerous, or is it because you know that you or your people or our people have wronged him already once already?
This whole world is full of monsters, Moss. All of people's races throughout the entirety of civilization has been fucking over one each other or another. And yeah, what we did was terrible, and I ran from it. It was unthinkable things were happening, Moss. And our race, we have to carry that. For the rest of time, they're going to remember this. Maybe not with the same anger, but I don't care if that kid looks at me like a monster, because everybody that's going to look at him is going to think of him as a monster. Everybody that looks at RaRa, some deep down part of them says, that's a monster. So, hey, if elves are treated like monsters for a few hundred years because of what we did, deserved.
Moss is just going to continue walking silently.
And this is about the moment when I need to walk. I need to walk. I need to walk. But you guys will continue on and eventually find your campsite that you guys had used literally last night. And you'll notice that Muley is getting a bit tired and that this is a perfect time to start setting up camp once again. It's a little bit different this time. Tell me how each of you are setting up for camp, making sure to take into account Muley and Dagon.
Well, I put my crate back by the fire for a seat.
Mm-hmm.
For
Fizzi,
starters.
we should go collect firewood and start the fire.
Okay. Kayth and
I
Moss.
set up my 2-person tent and I offer it to RaRa and tell RaRa to have Dagon sleep in it with them.
Oh, I was gonna ask him if he slept. We don't really know. Do you sleep?
I mean, I close my eyes, but no.
Okay. You don't have to, like, for our sake. You could just help us keep watch.
I could do my best. And he'll sort of just start looking out towards the forest.
And you're not, like, hungry or thirsty or anything, right?
He looks back over to you, shakes his head.
Do you know much about camping? I'm terrible at camping. So I can set up these seats.
Yeah, I know camping. I can help
Do you
you make a fire and stuff.
Yeah, can you help Fizzi get some firewood and build a fire?
Yeah.
Great. That's great.
And he'll look at you, Fizzi, and follow you to go get firewood and such.
Come on, Dagon, let's go.
So Fizzi and Dagon will head into the forest and start gathering up some wood. The three of you are left here at camp.
Has anything changed? Like, just passively as I'm like setting things up. Has there been anybody here or passive
notice-
14?
I mean, you'll notice that there's like evidence of small animals that have come through and maybe picked up any scraps you guys left behind. You know, if someone didn't eat all of their bacon or things like that, but nothing to suggest otherwise.
I think it would
Moss.
be.
Oh, go ahead.
I think it would be really funny if they went to go get firewood, and I used Druidcraft to make a fire, so it already exists by the time they get back. But Moss is pretty angry.
Yeah.
She just wants
I was
to do
gonna
everything super
say-
quick and.
Moss and Kayth aren't really. What are you guys doing?
Kayth is
Besides not talking.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Kayth is finding a tree, climbing it.
I'm just feeding little muley, setting up my little cot. Not cot. What are they? Why did I forget the
Bedroll,
word?
bedroll.
Yeah, thank you. Next to the fire and just hanging out.
Moss, what do you think?
I don't-
Fizzi says we should take him to Brother Ulrich.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Kayth thinks, and I kind of think too, that if anyone sees him, they're gonna try and kill him.
I think we have to be careful who sees him,
I agree.
but I don't think Brother Ulrich would kill him if he was with us.
Maybe you're right. I don't know what to do. I've never seen anything like this before. I haven't seen a lot of things, but this.
Grabs Moss like by a handful of her jerkin and like leans in. He's got a hole in his back this big. You could put a grapefruit in it. I am terrified, but we have to do something, right? We have to try to make this right.
Yeah, we do. You're right.
Have you ever heard of anything like this?
No.
DM, have I heard of anything like this before?
No.
No history check?
You know the answer. No.
Alright.
What do you think
I
about
don't
his
know.
family?
I'm really scared that they were like him.
Me too.
I don't know what that means. Even if they're undead and they're gonna hurt people, if they were like him, then that means there was, something behind their eyes.
Kayth says that there is no possible way.
Kayth's really good at compartmentalizing his trauma, I think, because he's been alive for a really long time.
I was up there. I was so angry. I don't remember. I didn't look at their eyes. Couldn't even tell you.
I mean, they were attacking us, but they were fighting back. We went in first.
Yeah. Killed by elves the first time. Killed by elves the second time.
We have to make it right, Moss. We
I
got
know.
to try to do something.
I know.
And that's the difference between the first time and this time.
Maybe. And Moss will just lay down and close her eyes.
So, Moss will begin to lay down and close her eyes. RaRa, you are left sort of sitting next to the fire, while Kayth climbs a tree. Fizzi, you will... Oh, sorry, there isn't a fire yet. Fizzi and Dagon.
RaRa
Make
looks at Sable and is like, hey, we need kindling. Make yourself useful. Don't be lazy.
Sable looks up at you, stretches, goes like does a whole, starts to walk, and then Fizzi and Dagon are like coming out of the woods, just carrying bundles of wood, and goes. Looks
You're a
up at you,
freeloader. You eat my melons all the time.
does like a cat spin, and then like makes fucking goddamn it. What's this? Making
Biscuits.
makes biscuits on like Moss's side, and then lays down and just looks at you. But yeah, Dagon and Fizzi carry back wood. You guys will bring
Fire's
the
already
wood.
started.
Is it or not?
Yeah, I used Druidcraft. Fire started.
They come back and Dagon. Oh, you guys got it started.
Yeah, Moss was cold, so we just got it going early. But we needed the firewood, so good job.
Okay. And he'll just sort of, pile it up in like a nice, like he'll take some from Fizzi and start piling up really nicely, so you guys can just throw it in as needed. And Dagon will just sit on one of the logs and watch the fire quietly.
RaRa definitely doesn't want him to know that she's been like crying, so she's like trying not to make eye contact with him as much as possible.
Okay. So RaRa, Fizzi, and Dagon, you guys are the ones like close to the fire. I mean, Moss is there too, but she's laying down, eyes closed.
All right, let's see what's in the cart. Fizzi. I've got dried rations out of someone's back. Yum. I have dried hardtack out of someone's rations. Yum. Or we still have half a loaf of bread. Unless you want to save that for breakfast. Or we still have 6 melons.
I'll take a melon.
Throw Fizzi a melon and take one for myself.
Thanks, RaRa.
All right.
Crack it open. see Kayth staring daggers at me from the tree and like turn away and try to suck the juice out of the melon more quietly.
I'll offer half my melon to Dagon. Dagon?
Yeah, Dagon.
Dagon.
He'll look at you, look at the melon. Thanks. He'll take it.
If you're hungry.
I'm not, but I'll try it, because it's the nice thing to do.
Well, at least someone around here understands hospitality.
He'll take the melon, look at RaRa, and then
Just like that. It's so easy.
and then he's like, oh, and some like dribbles a little bit. Thank you. And then he'll hand it back to you.
No problem.
Gets a little like dribbles down a little bit. You actually
RaRa
see it.
will.
You see it sort of like, so like the juice, like he gets some of it. It seems like, but through some of like the cracks in his chin and near his throat, you see some of it like leak out.
RaRa will quickly turn away and go back to the wagon and fill up 3 cups of ale and come back to the fire. Pass them out.
Who gets ale?
Dagon and RaRa and Fizzi.
Let's give beer to the
Um,
underage dead kid.
what's this?
It's
And
ale.
he
Oh,
sniffs
no.
it. He sniffs it. Oh, that's grown-up juice.
Listen, if you don't tell anybody, I won't tell anybody. I've been drinking that stuff since I was your age. Before I was your age, actually. But then you're like really old because of the amount of time. Let's not worry about it.
He sniffs it. He drinks it, and again, you'll watch it dribble out of portions of like the cracks in his skin, and he thank you.
I just hold my cup out to Fizzi and Dagon.
What did you say, Moss?
Moss is looking at him now.
Cheers, RaRa.
He
Cheers,
very
Dagon.
like not tentatively sort of just
To
raises
making
it.
things right.
Thank you.
Can you taste?
Does he have taste receptors?
So good. I love it. It's not bitter at all.
I didn't want to say anything, but I can't taste any of this.
That's okay. It's really better if you can't.
You're wasting our rations.
We're
I
having
did-
a moment.
I didn't want it. I was given it, and it seemed rude not to drink it. Do you want it?
No, I'm not old enough.
Oh. Is that why? it's
Moss,
called
come over here and
grown-up
drink an
juice?
ale with us.
Oh, thank you. I've tasted it before. It's not good. I don't know why people drink it because it doesn't taste
Fizzi will
good.
take it.
He'll look over to you, Fizzi. Do you want the rest?
Oh, thank you, lad. And he'll just
Fizzi over here dual wielding.
Yeah, Fizzi.
Undead boy germs. Tasty.
If he can't taste anything, he doesn't have any germs.
I'm sure that won't do
I don't know
anything.
how that works.
Yeah, Fizzi downs it. I'm not gonna
can I wipe the
wipe the. Sure, you can wipe the rim if you want. Yeah,
wipe the rim real quick.
yeah, and then you just. Seems very normal. Seems just like ale. Nothing really different here.
So I hope this doesn't sound offensive now that RaRa's finished her ale. But like your whole look is really like it's cool. You got a cool look.
Thanks.
She takes some charcoal like from the edge of the fire ring
Mm-hmm.
and a little bit of her water from her water skin. She starts mixing up the charcoal. She takes it, she starts painting around her eyes to do like smoky eye.
Okay.
Like this is cool. Like I feel like I could use this in a bit.
Is that what I look like?
You don't know what you look like?
Oh no.
I mean, I haven't looked at myself.
Well, let me just say, you've got a presence, and it's not bad.
Do you have a way for me to look at myself?
Yeah, And RaRa will clap her hands together and pull them apart. As she does, she prestidigitates a mirror.
So first he's like, whoa. And as the magic sort of forms and creates a mirror and he sees himself, you see him sort of touches his eyes. And he begins to see all of the cracks and the pale skin and the deep set eyes is like rotted eyelid portions here. It's sunken in. And he just... Why do I look like this?
I don't know.
Why am I so pale and cracked and then he takes his neck and you see him sort of look and spread open a crack that's down his throat and it's
Okay,
just,
maybe that's enough. That's
it's
enough
just
mirror
dark
talk.
in there. He then looks down into the fire and then looks at you. Am I dead?
Fizzi?
Dad?
We're trying to find out.
We're not entirely sure.
We're trying to find out what happened, and
But our friend
Hold
is
on.
going to know for sure.
he's a good man. We call him Brother Wellington.
Brother Brotherton.
Oh, Rick.
You see him again, you know, the worry on his face, but as you guys talk to him, seems a little bit better, but he has now even more concerns on his brain.
He saved RaRa.
I was going to die. Oh.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You, your family are like, that happened like 1,000 years ago. So you were dead. For sure. But you're not now.
And we don't know why.
No idea.
Also, are you, I don't know. Are you you spent, I don't know how to say this. You spent 3 weeks, right? Together after you woke up. Did they talk to you or did they try to camp with you or acknowledge you like we are or anything? Like you're having conversation with us. Did they have conversation with you?
No. They just woke up and they just sort of grumbled and moaned a lot. But I'd walk with them and hold their hands and hug them. But they never really saw me, but they never hurt me. So we just walked, and I didn't know where they were going, and I just wanted to make sure that they were going to be okay. But I knew I wouldn't be able to do anything if something happened.
Do you remember anything from waking up? During waking up? Before waking up?
Like I had said before, before waking up, I remember being found by the Empire, and then there was just darkness. And then when we woke up, the sun was high in the sky, and I was on the ground, face first, and my eyes opened, and I just saw all of my family and friends. They all obviously looked weird and different, but I knew it was them. I asked them for help and what was going on, but no one would answer me. And then we just started walking.
Dagan, do you think someone cursed you?
I don't like a witch.
Yeah.
No. I don't know. Curses were kind of like a fairy tale. Something that they would tell us kids to, keep us good.
Yeah. Curses are a fairy tale. Yeah. Fizzi, are you going to do first watch? I'm gonna try to get some sleep.
Yeah, we'll get some sleep, RaRa.
In that moment, RaRa, Fizzi calls out to say something. There's no sound. There's no sound anywhere, as you no longer hear the fire crackling. You don't hear breathing. You don't hear Muley. Fizzi, you go to talk and you don't hear anything. Again, you don't hear the fire crackling, nothing. You all begin to hear nothing. As you all are sitting there, standing and sitting. And then you're looking around and you will see a large, almost 8-foot tall orc, half orc, walk out of the clearing and towards your camp. He has this short, shaggy black hair, very tough features. He has 4 tusks that sort of stick out at both corners of his mouth as he comes in with a very stern grin. He has a dark nose and dark green skin. His ears are pierced, muscles on top of muscles. He has an iron Spalding.
Pauldron.
Cauldron. I don't think it's a Spalding.
Pauldron.
That's what it is. Pauldron on his right shoulder. He has some sort of tattoo that peeks just out of it. Wrappings on both of his arms. He has these countless necklaces that drape over top of a band that goes across his bare chest. He has a sort of tabard that goes over his left shoulder. He has these dark black pants and these sort of combat boots with horns that come off the back. It's still silent. And then you begin to hear... Give me 1 second. For anybody who is in our Discord, because Roll20 still isn't working, I'm putting it in the art chat. This person.
Hunter, with our travel to the campsite, were we able to take a short rest?
how about wait until this description's done?
And you stopped.
You see this person walking towards the camp. As the sound around you begins to come back and the crackling of the fire starts, you hear this person call out, "RaRa, Chiro, and the lot of you. You've stirred trouble in Tapas, and Sorna doesn't take kindly to that."
Who?
And that is where we will take a break. So please get your pee-pees, your poo-poos in, your drinks, your chips, your candies, your snacks, whatever you need, get them. We will be back in about 5-ish minutes. I'm going to see if I can't get this Roll20 working so you guys can kind of see what's going on. Yeah, we will be right back after these, breaks.
They said
Don't
your
leave.
name first.
Yeah, they sure did.
You're famous.
Hey there, dipshits. It's me, Joey, aka Slooty Mage.
I'm Hunter, voice of Hunter Taylor.
And I'm Carter, Eagle Eagle. We're
Older and Dumber.
Every Friday, we drop wisdom, humor, and a whole lot of nonsense. You won't want to miss it.
Become a patron today for as low as $5 a month. Get early access to all our episodes and exclusive behind-the-scenes looks at all the things we're doing and May's super secret editing notes.
Shout out to all our awesome dipshits. Your support really helps keep this madness going.
Join the crew, be a dipshit. It's an exclusive club, and you're invited.
So dipshits, mark your calendar every Friday for a dose of older and dumber craziness. See you there.
Fade to black. On my stand. Fade to black.
Hey everybody, what is up? We are back. Welcome to this crazy adventure going on. And of course, before we start, a few words from Joey.
Hey, if you want to watch these episodes live and be caught up, make sure you subscribe here on Twitch. And if you don't care about watching live, be sure to check out the episodes on our YouTube. Subscribe, ring the bell, like, comment, interact. But the best place to interact is on our Discord. You can share your fan art, you can share your fan theories, you can chat with the players and the DM. Best place to do it's our Discord. Get in there, become a member. It's super cool. And if you want our content to get better and you want us to come visit you at shows near you, the best way to do that is to support us on Patreon, patreon.com/older, the letter N, dumber. For as low as $5 a month, you can become a backer and help us improve our content. We appreciate every dollar you guys give us. We know it's a lot to ask, but every cent makes us better. We put it all back into what we produce. So become a member and gain access to all the cool little perks we give you. Hunter, what does this orc want?
Wow, okay.
Right to it.
Right to it, huh?
I would like to start that off with the he said your name first. He knows who you are.
Let's go ahead and bring this in. So yeah, he says Sorna doesn't take kindly to that. And then Moss
name
says
did you say?
Sorna, like
Sorna.
Sorna.
Sorna. Doesn't take kindly to that. And then Moss says he knows your name. And you will walk as he You will watch as he just sort of strolls into the camp.
If he's walking towards me, I'm taking steps back.
That's totally fine.
I'm gonna
What's
step in
it-
front of Muley.
What's a Sorna?
And he'll just walk right up to the campfire, right next to Fizzi, who's here, and just, throw a log onto it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Very.
Sorry, who are you?
And what's a Sorna?
It's a lot of questions. Do you wait until
Just
anybody
2.
answers?
It's 2 questions.
You walked directly into our campsite.
You're right, I did. My name is Creed. Creed the Ironclad.
Okay.
And I work for Sorna,
Okay.
leader of the Salt Blades.
Okay. They should invest in better daggers.
I've never heard of the salt blades in my life.
All you can see from like Chiro.
He looks over at you. Looks over at RaRa. I'd really like to make this easy. So how about we not lie to each other? We know that you, RaRa, and your crew here.
Do you want some ale before we talk about this?
Her crew.
What?
You know what? I'll take some ale.
Cool.
You're
It's right
offering.
there in the cart next to you. Feel free to pour yourself a cup.
I see.
I'll throw him the Dyke Dagan's cup.
You're next to him. I don't think you need to throw it.
Oh, I thought he kept going.
No.
Oh yeah, I'll just hand him the empty cup. There you go.
He'll take the cup, and he'll slowly walk on over to the cart. As he walks on over to the cart, he'll begin. Well, I'm here to collect. And he'll go over, he'll start pouring. You took 2 of ours. Fair price for 2 is 200 gold. Pay up. He'll finish pouring. And no one else has to get hurt. And he'll start sipping.
You should try some of the trail mix and bread. It's really good.
Why
I think the ale will do just fine.
Well, I'm sure you had a long journey. You probably want to recharge and get your energy back. And the trail mix is great for that.
Pretty easy journey. Now again, before we get off topic, I'm looking for payment. 200 gold will suffice. 100 gold for each person you took. Pay me that, and everything will be square.
I
Sorna
actually
won't be
spent all
upset.
my gold.
What do you mean took?
Are you sure you don't want to try the
4
bread?
of you are responsible for killing 2 of our men.
Ah, yes, the 4 of us.
We're here.
Responsible
Sorry,
for that.
I am here to get payment. You've upset Sorna, but if you pay, everything will go right back to what it was. That way we can give money to the families and pay for any additional costs that are needed for their death. It's as easy as that. I'd really like to do this without hurting anyone. As he drinks the ale.
Ahem. What about the people we didn't kill? Did we get anything knocked off for that, maybe?
He looks over at you. Sort of giggles a bit. They're the reason I'm here asking you for payment.
Is that a good thing, or...
Do you say that out loud, or do you say that like in your head?
You can take our offer back to your bosses now. You are currently bound by the rules of hospitality, for we have offered you food and drink at our house, and you have partaken. So why don't you go back to them and tell them we'll settle up with them when we're back in Tapas? Okay, and I take a step forward.
He looks at you with the audacity of this person. I was gonna say it, but I felt the audacity of this bitch.
Yeah.
And he will chug down the rest of the ale, take the cup, throw it off into the woods,
Well,
and he'll take a step towards you. And he is going to roll intimidation. La da 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 da, la da da da. Please work. Intimidation.
Could I when he's about to intimidate before he goes up, could I cast grease on him? Or under him? I want him to fall. I want to point and laugh at him.
You can cast grease if you'd like. That was going to make his intimidation with advantage not have advantage because of the grease. so it's not great. But it would be against. Let's roll a wisdom save against intimidation.
She took a step forward first. Wasn't she trying to intimidate him?
She tried to intimidate. Well, she didn't say it, but she may have tried to intimidate.
You may not think in a world after the Restoration, Creed the Ironclad, that curses still exist, but they do, and I'm living proof of it.
What?
And if you break hospitality rules, you are cursed.
You cast Grease? Or no?
Yes.
Okay. And what do I do? Make a dex save?
Yeah, you gotta be at 13.
First sign of things, I'm loosing an arrow at this guy.
Okay. He will step forward. He will trip. He'll go down to a knee. You say all that. He looks down. And he'll begin to laugh.
It's already started.
He'll stand
A
up.
more spry man wouldn't have fallen in that.
He'll stand up, towering more above you. I don't think you understand. You can pay, or you can bleed.
And I told you we'll settle our debts in Tapas when we get back. So take that to your leaders.
I will ask you one more time.
I'm telling you now!
You will see him raise a hand. And when he does, a large... Let me see. Hold on, let me double check.
Checks notes. A large...
A large maul will appear out of his hand as it extends into this huge weapon. I said we could do this the nice way! And he will swing.
Could I?
As soon as I see him swing, I'm trying to shoot him.
Okay, go ahead and give
When
him a
I see
swing.
him, when I see that maul come out, could I grab my little buddy and try to block him from coming down on RaRa?
Pretty sick.
Yeah, it would be you're not there anymore. You're not next to her, so
There's nothing like
Oh yeah, I'm not over there.
fucking
yeah.
4'10", 90-pound girl just stood up to this man and embarrassed him in front of everyone, and he's not taken aback slightly.
Embarrassed? Question mark?
Settle down. That's
He
pretty
went to
embarrassing.
one fucking knee.
Yeah, because you casted a spell, and he
I
could
didn't
see
cast
it.
a spell. I didn't
Yes,
cast a
your
spell.
friend casted a spell, and he could
Just
see
be
it.
aware that
I stood my ground.
That's not his. He doesn't care. His job is to come get money.
Just
That's
so
it.
we know that Grease is still active, and he'll have to make a save each turn.
I don't get to do like a persuasion or anything back
Very
towards him.
specifically, this person is not intimidated. This is
I
what
don't
they
get
do
it.
for a
To
living.
intimidate him.
They have met hundreds of you who have tried to do the same thing. Maybe not exactly, but the same sort of thing. They are not scared of you and your crew.
Does a 25 hit?
Why did you roll 3 times?
I'm stealth 23 in
You
the tree.
think you are stealth.
Well,
you are
I'm
not.
rolling as I'm not stealth for the stealth 23.
You are known of where you are.
Okay, 17. Does 17 hit him?
A 17 does not hit.
I see.
Well,
He will
because we're
have-
just doing things, can I cast the spell?
No.
Okay.
You have done your whole speech. This is all happening at the exact same time. Fizzi's cast a spell. Kayth's taking a shot. You got your speech.
I didn't get to roll though,
Because it fails.
automatically.
Yes.
Okay.
He takes his swing after being battered by everyone else.
Show me.
There's a 24 hit.
Hits.
Okay, he will use grappling strike. He makes his maul attack. On a hit, you need to make a strength saving throw or be grappled. Oh, you are not grappled. Very nice.
I push his ass back into the grease.
You attempt to push his very, very large, heavy body.
Can I?
This is where we will roll initiative.
Do nat 20s on initiative.
Come
count
on!
crit?
That was
No,
17.
they
Nah.
I've got 3 initiatives. Fizzi, I can add you in. What'd you get?
I honestly don't remember. 4.
4?
5.
5.
I got 5.
You got a 5. All right.
What
That
about the
will bring
kid?
us- The
Yeah,
kid?
what about the kid?
Yeah, the kid is.
Is he doing anything?
Yeah, he's very much in fear and probably hiding in the tent right now. Kayth, you're up first.
Can Moss go first?
Are you
Yeah.
asking? Sure.
Yeah, do you want, I would rather you go first.
Okay. I was just going to run and try and tackle him to the ground.
I felt
You
that.
can certainly do that. So you can run over, and it would be opposed athletics. Well, you would be athletics, and he would choose whichever.
Do you want to enter a monologue, Moss? Or is it too early for that?
No. I don't.
No.
All right, Moss, you will run up and attempt to grapple. It unfortunately does not work. As you try to grab him, he just doesn't move. However, there is the grease spell going on right now. How large is the area of the grease spell?
10-foot square.
10-foot square.
I thought it was just on him.
Oh my god, my dog's ass. Now. Wow.
What is that square?
I would
Okay.
have done it.
Cast it on him enough that it wouldn't hit RaRa, and Moss was over here to begin with.
So could Moss have moved there instead,
Okay.
knowing that the grease spell's there?
How do I undo that?
No, that's fine. We can put it where you put the blue. All right. I think that's it for your turn. Am I correct, Moss?
Yeah.
All right. Kayth, you're up.
I'm gonna twist around this tree on a different branch, like over here, and try to hide from this creature again.
Okay.
So I will attempt to hide from that creature.
Before
14.
No, you wouldn't. Not yet. Okay. You
I
attempt
mean,
to
do I have
that.
a passive perception that passes any of the stealths of these things? Well, I will
You can
attempt
make-
to shoot this guy.
You could make an Arcana check. As you attempt to hide again, and from the first one realizing that it seemed like he knew exactly where you were, you again try to hide, and it still feels like he knows exactly where you are, and you're not exactly sure why, but something is tracking you to be able to know where you are.
I will shoot this man.
I don't even care.
All right.
I'll wait. Well,
You what?
I'll wait the hour to go out.
I will
I'll be fine.
not shoot this man.
That is going to miss.
I will climb down this tree.
All right.
How much feetage does that take?
I'd say you're probably maybe, 15 feet up the tree. 10 to 15.
I'm trying to counter it.
I mean, you can either just drop that and take 1d6 damage, or
Hunter, I'm at 6
climb
hit
it,
points. We get
or
the rest.
climb it down.
That's my turn.
Okay. It is now his turn.
Does Grease say start his turn as well?
Hang on. Bells. Grease. A
just
creature
that.
that enters the area or ends its turn there must also succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Or ends its turn there. Okay.
Yep.
So he just needs to step out of it. So he's going to
Slap.
step here while spinning his maul above his head. We can stop any moment! And he'll take the maul, and he will go to hit RaRa again. $20 for 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Down.
All right. Once you go down, he will swing at RaRa, spin it around, swing at you, Moss.
Can I make my wisdom saving throw when RaRa goes down before he
Yes, you
swings
can.
at me?
Yes, you can.
I have no wisdom.
I will say that puts you into a rage.
Yes, thank God. Holy shit.
So he will 24, 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and you will be raged as it comes down. How does Moss rage when she sees RaRa go down?
I think she'll probably just at first be in shock, then look at him and start fucking screaming. This doesn't work.
Every time.
It doesn't work. Yeah, I know you think that I'm joshing you.
But you got it one time.
There's nothing down here. I'm full screen. I'm this. I'm that.
You clicked rage, and it opens up a
Yes.
dialogue box on the right.
Yes.
You scroll all the way down on that,
Yes.
and there should be a drop box that you can click on.
And I clicked activate.
There you go! You did it! Guys, yeah! And then another swing on Moss. $22 for 14 more points of damage. So the first one was 9, so halved would be 5. Second one's 14, halved would be 7.
I think I'm down. Yeah.
And then you're down 2? Even with the
Yeah,
half
I
damage?
think I have 12 right now. That's 12, right?
7 plus 5 would be 12. Be over 12. So now Moss goes down. And he will turn and look at you, Fizzi, and look over at Kayth. All you have to do is pay, and this can be over. I don't want to hurt you.
We won't have the money till we get back to Tapas.
Then you better have something now. And he'll take a step towards you, Fizzi. And then RaRa, we will start your turn with a death saving throw. Maybe.
How roll?
If you're on 0 hit points, it should give you... There you go. That's a success. And then you have your dying state turn. Would you like to move, do an action, or do a bonus action? Or any of those things, or not? That is up to you.
I've got 40 gold. Fuck off.
Well, that's a start. I'll take that as you just talked, so no actions, nothing like that, so you're fine. Fizzi, you're up.
That's
Yeah.
all we have.
How much is a bag of holding worth?
Don't give him that.
Do you have one?
I can make one.
But you don't have one.
Correct.
You don't really know how much it would be worth. I mean, well, maybe. But it can vary.
I'll throw him 40 gold.
So you take 40 gold from your pouch. Or you take 40 gold in a pouch and you're like, here?
Yep.
Okay. Like you said, that's a start. So that... RaRa, did you give 40 or you just said I have 40?
I said I had 40.
Okay, it just says you have 40. So when you give it to him, he says, that's 80.
Could we pay half now and half when we get back?
Hold on. I would say it's a lot of talking for your turn, so we'll have to go to Moss's death save first.
Okay. No,
Moss?
I'm just trying to...
Yeah. Moss, if you could, give me a death saving throw.
Oh my god, it was a 1.
That'd been bad, but
It
you're
was
good.
a 1.
So that is a success. That would bring us to Kayth's turn. And then, Fizzi, do you say in between that, can we give you half now and half later?
Yeah. And I'm saying this out of game because when we get back, we get 150 gold for
Okay.
the roving undead.
Wait, are you saying all of it out of game, or...
Just the
Oh,
moose
just
horn.
this part?
Yeah.
Okay, the moose
Yeah.
horn, sure. He says, maybe if it hadn't come to this, I would have allowed that. But now, I don't think so.
But you killed 2 of them.
They're not dead. Kayth,
Can't
you're
pay
up.
you for death, asshole.
Kayth, you're up.
Fucking throw him the bag of gemstones.
It's a far-ass throw, brother. I'd get closer.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Here you go. I throw the bag.
I was gonna make you make an athletics, but it's probably fine.
I don't care. If he wants it, he can go fucking get it.
Wait, where do you throw it to him or no?
I'm throwing it to him.
Oh, okay, you're throwing it to him. Okay. So you throw it to him. It comes up in the air. He catches it. Looks in. Gives it a shake. You see him put them all in the air. Opens his hand, and it disappears. Now this'll be fine. He'll take it, put it in a pouch behind him. I didn't want to hurt you. All
Go
I
fuck
wanted
yourself.
was money. I'm not the one who killed 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
He then's
I'm
going
not
to walk
either.
over. What did you say, Moss?
I'm not either.
He then is going to walk over to RaRa and Moss. You'll see him reach behind and pull out 2 healing potions. And he will dump them in your mouths. That's 2d4 plus 2. Give
I
me-
spit it back in his face.
You don't even drink it?
No.
He says,
I
okay.
fucking do.
I fucking do. 8 healing points for you, Moss.
You're cursed!
How do I get out of the death stuff?
Heal yourself for 8 hit points.
There's no option now. The heal.
You've got this. It's there.
Stop nodding at me.
It's
I'm
there.
telling you, and you're gaslighting me.
It's there, I promise you.
No, it's not. Where I heal is now turned into death, failure, success, death saves. Got it.
I believed in you. So anyway, he walks over, he does that, you spit it,
I tell him he's cursed.
I get up and I punch him in the head.
Are we gonna start this
Just
over again?
bare-fisted. Just bare-fisted. Just punch him. It's not gonna hurt him. He knows it's not gonna hurt him. I'm mad.
Go ahead, make
Fuck this man.
make an attack. Yeah, you're not raging anymore.
I know.
Yeah. Go
gonna
ahead.
just
Just
hit
make
him.
like a punch. There should be a punch attack on your stuff. Unarmed strike. Unarmed attack.
Unarmed
armored,
strike.
yeah.
4. 9.
He literally you stand up and you're like, ugh! And you swing, it goes right over top of him. And then he looks at you, RaRa, after you spit it up, and you said, "You're cursed now." Sure, if you still believe in that. And he'll stand up. He'll look at you guys, all 4 of you. It's a pleasure doing business. And know that the Salt Blades no longer have any ill intent towards you.
I have ill intent.
Take it up with Sorna. And he will walk off into the woods.
I'll go up to RaRa and
Yeah, I would
I have a
probably say
medicine
since
kit.
she didn't take the healing potion, you'd probably have to roll 1 more death save for me, Joey.
Could we do the help? Is there a help action that we could do?
For death saving throw, unfortunately not.
Yeah. Ah!
That is a failure.
I have a healer's kit.
And now we have Moss with the healer's kit. Can you put the healer's kit in? I can't remember if that's an automatic or if you have to do a medicine check.
I can
Think you have to do a medicine check. Spend unconscious as your hip. Oh no, it's. Oh wait, no.
No, you
Oh
do.
no, without needing to make a wisdom medicine check. So you do that. You are able to bring RaRa to stabilize, and basically she's just gonna have 1 hit point. So go ahead and put yourself to 1 hit point, RaRa.
It's gone. It has 10 uses. I deleted it. Bring it back.
Okay.
You can add it. We'll figure it out. My God. You guys will see that. Oh, and Kayth, you feel whatever it was that felt like you were being watched is gone now. You guys will see Dagon come out from the tent.
RaRa
Is
like
everyone
pushes
okay?
herself back against the log and like tries to sit up.
Is everyone okay?
Yes, it's fine. Everything's gonna be okay.
What just happened?
Just some business.
We weren't careful.
Don't lump us into this. It wasn't a we.
All right, go fuck yourself. I walk away. I walk to Muley and I start traveling.
Kayth goes one way, and then goes, "No, I'm gonna turn around," and then comes back up through the top, and then go all the way around. You guys see Kayth getting Muley.
I bought those supplies. You can't take them.
All right, then get him off the cart.
You get them off the cart! I've broken ribs because of you!
I fucking look down at my fucking ribs. Start. I unhitch Muley
Shouldn't
from
you
the
be
cart.
looking out for us? Like, isn't that your whole thing?
I'm trying. You won't let me. You won't listen. Goodbye.
What does this
You-
have to do with listening?
You're clearly better off by yourselves. And I don't need this.
You're a fucking coward, Kayth!
Yep. You're right. I start undoing Muley and then I decide not to, and I just walk.
Where do you go?
As far as I can towards Tapas. And then I'll fall asleep somewhere.
You guys watch as Kayth begins to walk away from camp.
See you in the morning, Kayth.
Fizzi,
He's not going far.
I don't want to go after him. Can you just do it?
Okay. Kayth, wait up.
I'm good. You don't need...
I'm following.
Fizzi follows you. Kayth, do you just continue to let Fizzi follow you, or what do you do?
I'm not stopping him. I'm walking towards Tapas.
Kayth, can you wait up? I got short legs. Kayth.
Yeah, you guys will continue to just
I have
walk
no more
off.
spells to get.
So, do we go after them?
I don't know if I can walk right now.
Do you still have the healing potion I gave you?
I get in my bag and pull out the healing potion. I'll drink it.
2d4 plus 2.
Roll it, Moss. It's your gift.
Wouldn't you want me to do that? It's... Figured it out. Just let me rock. 2d4 plus
Plus
2.
2. Nice. 5, 6, 7. So RaRa will drink it, and she'll try to sit up and immediately like fall back against the log. I think it's really bad.
No. You're good.
It's bad, Moss.
No,
Thank-
it could be worse. I look up at Dagon, and I look back down, and I
Thanks.
wink.
Things are moving around inside me.
No, you're
I
good.
can feel it.
You're okay. We're okay.
We can't just leave all the stuff here.
I know. You sit here. I'll start gathering everything. We'll get Muley back on the cart, and we'll catch up to them. And then I start doing all of that.
All right, Kayth and Fizzi, you guys will be walking for some time. Fizzi, you're just following Kayth, and Kayth is saying nothing to you.
You know, Kayth, maybe they're too proud to say that we need your help, but I certainly do. I'm not too proud to admit it. I've never encountered undead before. I really don't know what the hell we're doing out here, other than I'm trying to just figure out what I'm doing. Trying to help people. RaRa doesn't know.
We can't even help ourselves, Fizzi. So
We just gotta learn to
I
trust.
killed those 2 salt people because I had to. I saw through the window. That's all I could see. I had to make a split-second decision whether or not I thought Moss was going to live or not, and I had to kill that man. So I don't feel bad for killing 2 fucking scum salt blades, and I plan on making them a whole lot more money when I go back to town.
Well, you shouldn't feel bad. They're going to hurt someone you care about, whether it be, friendly or otherwise. You don't want harm to come to them. And, I'm not going to lie. That fight really fucking sucked.
That wasn't a fight what we just had?
Yeah.
That
That's
wasn't a fight.
that was a massacre. But
We
it
should
was
have
stop us
rested.
from getting stronger and taking the fight back to them.
I don't think it's safe for you to travel with Fizzi.
One more time.
I said I don't think it's safe for you to travel with me, Fizzi.
Well, what you think and what I think are completely different. So, if you don't mind, let's get the fuck back to camp and figure this shit out in the morning. I'll start walking back. It was like, if you want to sleep here, that's fine. We'll catch up to you in the morning.
Kayth will sort of stand there for a while and think back to his dream the previous night and where he came from and why he's here.
Please make a wisdom saving throw. You are stalwart. Continue.
Maybe I am the monster, Fizzi.
You're not a monster in my eyes. You've lived a different life. You've had to kill. Most of us haven't. I don't blame you for your decisions.
The only thing we have out here, Fizzi, is us. Whether or not it's a more civilized age or not now, people still are going to beat us over and over again. Like the man who just walked into our camp and basically killed us. And sure, I killed 2 of his men, but those men, we were in the heat of combat. They knew what they signed up for. They were going to hurt my friend. And those are the kinds of decisions I'm going to make. The ones I think is best for the people that I seem to care about, which is why I don't think we should be traveling together.
Well, you know what, Kayth? If that's the case, and we don't need to leave, we can't afford to leave prisoners behind to get our asses kicked, then we don't leave any behind.
You did this, Hunter.
I don't like it watching my friends get the shit kicked out of them. No. And so be it. If we need to, fight fire with fire, well then, sign me up. And he'll just like in the dark, you think you see like a little like flames flickering in his eyes. I never saw the world for what it really is. I found my parents wouldn't let me live, trying to live in their shadows. I got no common sense. I got no street smarts. I got no idea how the hell any of this all works. What the hell to expect? But if it comes down to me and my friends dying, or us not leaving any of those punk fucks behind, then guess what? The salt daggers are going to start to be going away.
I know a man with an Earthshaker
Can I
cannon.
just like quickly cast light on my hand and slap Kayth in the chest and say, "Let's fucking go"?
Oh no.
Your chest is just bright.
I did a lot of things I regret, Fizzi, in my past life. But in this life, I'd like to do better. but they came to us. So let's bring it to them.
I'll throw out the big old forearm handshake.
Let's bring it in.
Let's fucking go. Oh my god, we're gonna cause so much mayhem.
There's gonna be blood in these streets.
I cannot wait.
Remember when we were talking about what could put a wrench in our party and campaign?
It's gonna be
Day in.
like
Now you coming back?
I don't
We can still
want
do
to
better.
become
and
what
kill
I'm running.
Felmor.
Fizzi, these people need to pay, and I'm definitely gonna take a few 200 gold away from them to get them off the street how they are now.
Well, we need.
I don't want to become them. I'm not trying to be that, but I do want to make them pay, and I want it to hurt.
Oh. Then let's regroup in the morning. Once we have clearer mind, then we can really plan this out. Trust me, we can make him go boom.
I'll meet you on the trail in the morning.
Sounds good, Kayth. See you in the morning. And I'll cancel the light on him and start walking back.
Dang it, buddy.
Yeah? Yeah, RaRa?
We've both had really bad days. You think you can help me get up on this log?
Sure.
Thanks.
Help you get up on the log.
Ow. Thanks.
No problem. This kinda isn't much different from hanging out with my family.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
They,
Make it feel like home.
they used to spit up stuff too.
Mm.
Where'd you go?
Moss, how can that man look me in the eyes and say their curses aren't real?
I don't know.
I have to live with this shit every day.
I know. Maybe don't yell though. You're gonna pull something.
It's already pulled. Stretches are gonna be bad in the morning.
I don't think you're gonna do stretches in the morning.
No.
It's okay. We're gonna go to Brother Brotherman. You're gonna get all fixed up.
That guy
Can't you heal yourself?
Not enough. Not this much.
That guy looked really tough. Why did you stand up to him like that?
Because you have to stand up to bullies.
He seemed like he was being nice.
He wasn't. He was here to take something from us.
Oh, it just seemed like he was like I don't know.
This is fucking bullshit. Hunter defending himself. Get him out of here.
Back in my village, I mean, that's sort of how people did business, I guess. If, but I don't know. But I mean,
It's
it was
okay.
pretty cool. I mean, it didn't work out for you, but it looked really cool.
It never works out for RaRa, Chiro. Trust me, kid.
Aren't you RaRa, Chiro?
Yeah, exactly.
He goes, Speaking in the third person? Oh.
My mom made it pretty clear all my life. I should have known better when I left. Did I wind up like this?
The
Sorry.
hospitality rules.
Sorry,
Uh-huh.
can't really relate.
I've never heard of them.
It's a city thing. Probably.
Probably.
You try. Your people didn't have anything like two groups come together. They can't make war under these circumstances, a festival or a meal or
We were just one group. But is that how you got cursed?
well, I don't know. Moss. I've just always been this way. My mom told me a witch did it.
Do you think she was telling the truth? I don't think you're cursed.
Well, for somebody to talk with that much conviction and that much hate, they have to be telling the truth. I've never seen another person that looks like me.
That doesn't mean there aren't people that look like you.
Dagon raises his hand. I've never really seen anybody who looks like me.
That's
Right.
true.
RaRa just sort of throws an arm over his shoulder. Curse pals.
I was gonna
Okay.
I was gonna make a joke, but I decided not to. Okay. Fizzi will return at this point. You guys
Did
watch
you get
this?
through to him?
Yeah, he's gonna take the night to decompress. We'll catch up to him on the way in the morning.
Okay.
Hunter, I'm heading to Tapas.
You wait till Fizzi gets far enough away, and then you just head back to Tapas, huh?
Yeah.
That is a very long travel. Are you just going, not resting at all?
I'll rest. I only need 4 hours.
Okay. So you go a little farther and then rest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll come back to that.
Tried to shoot that guy after he hit me. Shouldn't have called him.
It's all right, RaRa. We say things when we're angry.
I shouldn't be angry at you guys.
I'm angry. I mean, I get what Kayth's doing. I respect that he's trying to protect us, of course. And he obviously has a lot of history that I'll never understand or know about. And he's been in wars and he's killed people and he's running from his past. But I'm here to be a different version of myself.
And he's trying to be a better version. It's just something about the salt blade.
He doesn't appear to be taking different actions.
We just gotta give him time.
He left us here.
We'll see him in the morning.
Okay, Fizzi. We'll see him in the morning.
No, if you two want to get some rest, you go ahead. I'll get first watch.
Moss, will you help me get in the tent?
Sure.
Moss, you will help RaRa get in the tent. Kayth's tent.
I hope the bear owl doesn't come.
Honestly, me too.
Help RaRa in the tent. Dagon will also join in the tent. And then Fizzi, you're taking first watch.
Yeah.
How do you take first watch?
I'll walk around the perimeter, different intervals, different patterns, different ways. Just kind of keep an eye out, keep an ear out.
Okay. If you can give me a perception check. Kayth, as you are making your way towards Tapas, you'll eventually have to try and find a place to sleep. Give me a survival check to do so.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Could you?
Hello.
I rolled 14.
The rolls have been rolled.
It's there now. Okay. All right. Okay, Fizzi, you watch over the camp. Kayth, you are able to find an ample spot to sleep or trance. Either a tree or a hidden sort of bush area. Which is your preference?
Tree.
Okay. You'll climb up into the tree, get yourself settled. Is there anything else you do before falling asleep?
I'll take out a sketchbook and he'll look back to some of the objects he found in some of his first expeditions with his squad. And sort of just look through some of his notes and some of the things they found, all of that sort of stuff, and just sort of remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me another wisdom saving throw.
Rip.
You feel some stuff building up in your chest. And eventually you will sort of trance or fall asleep, whatever you do. And before you do, you see the faces of your friends and Dagon. Just before, that moment when you're, trying to fall asleep, and it's and you, remember something or see something for a second, you're and then you try to fall back asleep after seeing that. Fizzi, you watch over the camp. Yeah, everything seems good. Ain't no more orc guys walking around. I don't see any gob boys. Definitely no owl bears. Ain't nothing in here. This is one safe fucking camp.
Heard that. I'm gonna wake up Moth after my watch.
Moss, you are awakened.
Did I take a long rest?
At the end of this,
No.
you will.
No, I can't. I'm awake.
Moss, how do you keep watch?
She's very on guard now.
Okay.
She is looking and listening for anything, but most of all, waiting for Kayth to come back.
All right. Give me a perception with advantage.
— 20, 30.
You're watching the perimeter, and you find yourself constantly looking towards where Creed had come from. And, you're continuing to watch. The whole thing's sort of going through your head once again, thinking maybe something you could have done different. All these things keep going through your head as you're watching. You continue to walk around the outskirts, looking for Kayth. You never see him. You walk the perimeter, you never hear anything. You take a moment. You look up into the sky, into the stars. Again, thinking what you could have done differently. And you sort of close your eyes for a moment. Make a just roll wisdom or nature. Nature, actually. Yeah, okay. As you close your eyes and you look up into the sky, you hear the distant cawing of birds, cooing of an owl. You hear crickets. You hear the wind. And you start to hear a voice. Familiar. Unsure of what it's saying, but for some reason, it makes you feel at home for a moment. And then you hear another familiar voice that makes you feel upset, makes you angry. You hear the sound of your brothers and sisters being praised. And you feel your sadness of not succeeding. And just before that sort of overtakes you, you hear that voice again that calms you for a moment. You don't know who it is, but it's familiar. And you open your eyes and you take a deep breath. Nothing other than that eventful happens on your watch. One more person for watch.
I was gonna wake. I don't trust him though.
It's okay. You can get me up.
Do you go in the tent to go wake up RaRa?
Yeah.
When you do, you see Dagon just sitting in like the corner of the tent, just like picking at like his skin. And he looks up and sees you. Oh, hi.
Hi.
RaRa cracks her eye open when she hears Moss's voice.
You probably shouldn't pick that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Just, I wanted to know more, I guess.
And we'll find out more, but don't do that. So you don't sleep at all?
I guess I'm not tired.
Well, maybe. It seems RaRa could definitely use this sleep.
It's
And-
okay. I can take a watch. I want to help.
He's bored picking at his skin. Maybe he won't do that if he has a task.
He can watch with me.
Are you sure?
Okay, yeah, Moss, it's fine. And I'll sit up, sort of favor my ribs, but
Okay. I'm gonna sleep outside anyway, so if you need me, just throw a melon at me, I guess.
All right,
RaRa,
Rara.
I'll
Go ahead.
take her blanket and go out and sit on her melon crate, wrap up in the blanket.
You and Dagon will go out for the final watch. How do you keep watch?
Just sort of passively. Just watching around.
Give me a perception check.
Will you wake me up if Kayth comes back?
Sure, I'll let you know.
Wake me up when Kayth comes back.
Before you go,
You
is
can
such
do-
much better.
Yeah, you can do it with advantage since Dagon's helping you.
Oh, okay. 14 on the first one. And
I just realized everybody got advantage for their perception checks other than Fizzi.
23.
Oh, damn, David.
It's okay, nothing eventful happened.
She's just
Right.
sitting there like
You're right.
Allegedly.
wrapped up.
Allegedly.
Feel her ribs like tightening up. But trying to like, pay attention and keep logs on the fire to keep it warm and bright.
You and Dagon will sit out the night. Nothing eventful seems to happen.
As soon as the sky starts to lighten,
Mm-hmm.
RaRa will get up in obvious pain still,
Mm-hmm.
drag her bedroll out by the fire, and start her morning stretches.
Holy shit.
All right, everyone will have taken a long rest, but this is where we will end tonight's session of Coralthea.